Like, share, and subscribe. Welcome back to Grandpa Sees the Blinking. Gen X is coming. What is Gen X? We're going to talk about Gen X and what it's going to do for Tesla and what it's going to do for Grandpa and Grandma and anybody that has Tesla shares. Oh boy, Gen X is coming to town. Hey, Grandpa needs to talk about his substance a little bit because we have a new low in Tesla, $180.06. It, Grandpa got buys it and Grandma got buys at 180. We got our fills at 184, and that's been Grandpa's substance for three and a half months now at least. I've had this line here saying that 184 was coming, this yellow line, right where my mouse is moving. And sure enough, it finally got there. And when I first started talking about it, the price of Tesla was up within, I think, 20 cents of 280. And I'm telling you, I think I was talking about it before that even, but whatever. So we have substance at 284, and Grandpa thought that one was going to come first when it was up in the 270s, 260s, but sure enough, they brought us to the 184 first, and I'm happy about that. We have a huge opportunity here in 2024. Murphy, come here. Come here, Murphy. Come here. He's barking at the neighbor in the living room. Be good now. Be a good boy. Grandpa's doing a live stream. Okay. So anyway, we better talk about that Gen X and where Tesla's heading. Where are we going? 101? 101.07 to be exact. I'm watching for more signs of 101.07, and we've had five times now they brought us down there in the last few months, and yeah, that's this line right here. Okay, this is your 101.07 line. Okay. Grandpa's got it on 101.24 because he couldn't get the number to go right on 101.07. And they even did it with a 7 in it for Grandpa. I think this supercomputer we're playing against hears everything Grandpa says, and they like to do stuff for Grandpa. They tell Grandpa what they're doing in advance. And this white line up here is 340, where they sold a whole ton day after day, and also the 320 range. But 340, they were even up at $500 one day. But yeah, your 340s in your future. These white lines, if you like a little bit longer out goal, are absolutely most likely in your future. These yellow ones, they're, in Grandpa's opinion, they're absolutes. 284, when it goes through 284, you're probably going to see this 340, if not beyond. But here's the thing. Hang on to some of your shares, and I'm going to talk about this a little later, but hang on to some of your shares for 7,000, and when you sell them there, don't be upset that you could have got probably 10 or 14,000. Try not to be upset when you sell them. Uh, Mum's the word guy. Calls in and knew his daughter. What a piece of work. She she texted me this morning and said she listened to my last live stream, not the Optimist one, but the one before that, and I was calling out 170. That I believe 170 is coming. Uh, we don't have major substance there, but that's the next place down where they've bought substantially, and I think we're going to see 170. Just don't know for sure when. uh, Probably pretty quick here, on the way to 101. But and so she's going to buy some more at 170, and I know she's probably got 100 shares or more, and she's adding. Kind of like Grandma. She reminds me a lot of Grandma. She's fearless, this girl, and I'm pretty confident that she's going to sell at 10,000 with Grandma. But I'll tell you what, the way she operates, I think she's going to probably hold some for 14,000 a share. She's just got that type of personality that she she'll go right up to the edge and hang on, and it's just a lot of fun. Nobody should have as much fun as Grandpa, but yeah, I admire that young gal. She's fun. Let's see, and her dad is a hoot. Jeff, mum's the word. He There's nobody more loyal to Grandpa's crazy live stream than that guy. Well, there's a few that are close, but Pastor Dan, he's fun, and Pastor Keith is beyond fun. So anyway, what do we got going with Gen X? Okay, so you see what we got going. We got 180. '06 is a low. They stopped at 6 cents before Grandpa's buy and Grandma's buying there. Here's where Grandpa's buying right now currently. Grandpa and Grandma both have some buys at 180. Grandma's gone, so Grandpa can't put any more buys in for her until she gets back. But we both have buys at 180. Gee, I wonder if we're going to get 180. It stopped 6 cents below. It's probably going to go to the moon. And I'll tell you what I really think it's going to do. I think we're going to bounce around in the 170, 180 to 200 range here for maybe a month, and just bore you to death back and forth. They'll make you think it's going up. They'll make you think it's going down. They'll make you think it's going up. They'll make you think it's going down. Where is it really going? I can tell you where it's really going. Most likely 101, and after that, well, probably 284 and then 101. Is 284 going to come before 101? That's the question. Leave it in the comments. Let Grandpa know what you think. Who's coming first, 101.07 or 284? Which one? Or 340 for that matter. Which one's coming first? We did 284. Grandpa called it out, screamed about it for month after month after month that it was coming, and it came. And you're gonna see the same thing with 284, and you're very likely gonna see 101. I just don't know for sure which one's coming first. I hope we during the year of 2024 that we're in. It's going to be a great year for anybody buying Tesla stock, because I think we're going to see the 101.07 and the 284 and most likely the 340, all very likely in this year. Once they figure out that Optimus and Gen X is on the way, and what it's going to do for this company, it's all over. You know, this thing can bounce up after hours of pre-market $100 or more. When they get super good news, there's no end to what these guys will do. It can go beyond $100 up. in overnight. Don't kid yourself. You think you got another opportunity to buy shares? Why do you think Grandpa bought some at 190, 200, 184? When I know it's going to go to 184, I just don't know for sure when. And when this thing takes off for Mars towards Grandma's 10,000, it's going to make jumps that are going to you won't even be able to sell your shares. It'll be going up so fast. You'll think, oh, I was going to sell some shares at 5,000, and now it's 7,000. Oh, I was going to sell some shares at 7,000, and now it's 10,000. Okay, I'm trying to paint you a picture here. Gen X. In Elon's call, and where he's talking about Gen X, that's the $25,000 low dollar car so that the average guy on the street can afford to buy them. And as interest rates come down over the course of this year, he feels that it's going to be affordable for the masses. 25,000 is cheaper than regular cars, most of them, and it makes it attainable for everyone. And this car's, they're doing the line for the Gen X car at Austin because it's going to be AI, it's going to be smart. The stuff making it is so revolutionary. Elon said it's nothing like the world has ever seen, the way they're going to be able to produce this car. And how smart it is. All these little cars, the Y, the X, the 3, all of them, all these cars that Tesla has out are all little AI robots running around gathering information. And Elon's got it all this information. And this Gen X car is going to be smarter than all get out. And the line to make it, they're doing it in Austin, Texas at Gigafactory there because he said they're going to be sleeping by the lines, him and the other engineers, because he's going to have this is a massive undertaking, and they're going to be sleeping right there. But this car is coming out in 2025, by the middle of the year or sooner, in 2025. And it's going to be a massive boost for Tesla. Massive. Then you have Cybertruck. Their goal there is just to do 250,000 vehicles a year of that Cybertruck, and that adds income to Tesla, but but it ain't nothing compared to that robot Optimus. That's, Elon says, Gen X, the Megapack, the charging stations, all the trucks and pickups and cars, the semis, all of them combined are small compared to what Optimus, that robot, when they get it, that thing pounding out, is going to make money. You're going to have an AI robot right in your own house that you can talk to, and Grandma wants a butler. Grandpa's going to get Grandma 2, and because Grandma 1 is Grandma 1. And, because we all want our own robot after all. And so Gen X is coming to town, and it's going to be huge for Tesla. And, the big money guys, they want you to think Tesla's just a run-of-the-mill car company. Okay, they don't want to talk about the mega pack and the charging stations, and they while they trash Tesla, while they run them in the dirt, while they talk Elon down and say how Elon shouldn't say this or that on Twitter. Um, while they're doing all that, they're buying what? Gee, they're buying Tesla shares, millions of them. The insiders at Tesla are buying what? Tesla shares. Kathy Wood started buying at 240. She bought at 230, and I'm sure she's continuing to buy. Okay. Nobody knows the bottom. That's why Kathy Wood started buying up there. Okay. Of course, Grandpa knew it was going to 184. Maybe she should watch Grandpa Sees the Blinking. I watch Blinking from morning till night. Everything is blinking in Grandpa's world. Speaking of blinking, as of late, they were blinking down at 171, 100 shares of Blink buying. 180 today, 181, obviously, they already blew through that. 174 has been blinking just recently here. And I think they're trying to drive it up a little bit. Let's look here. Yep, yeah, they're almost up to, they're 181.75. Oh boy, they're going to make a new high. But yeah, I think we're going to stagnate here in the 170 to 200 range, back and forth. Maybe break 200 a couple times. That's what they like to do. When they were down here before, that's what they did. They'd go up and they'd break 200 a few times, go maybe to 203, and then they reverse it right back down and do whatever they're going to do. But you can be waiting for 101, and it can turn before it, and it'd be nice to buy some at 180 and sell them at 280. That's $100. It's not 10,000 like Grandma's going to get, but Grandma's going to sell some there too. Don't worry. Wherever Grandma's selling or buying is probably a good thing to do. Right, currently, Grandma's looking for 180. Grandpa's looking for 171, 177. I love 177. And I'm doing 180. That's where I'm buying. Buy a share a month. Getting back to Jeff's daughter. So she's got her 100 shares. She sells them at 7,000. She's got $700,000. She sells them at 10,000 with Grandma, which is what I think she's going to do. Knowing that girl, she's probably going to hold out for more. But if she lets them go at 10,000, if she does, her 100 shares are $1 million. Turning 25,000 into $1 million. Can it be done? Absolutely. Grandpa's been here twice before, where the one time within 2 days, I could have had $3 million. The other time was $2.5 million, and it took 2 weeks. But I had sit on those shares for over a year. And then I went and took my $7,000 profit and sold them all. Grandpa's learned his lesson. Grandpa will own shares when it gets to 7,000, because I'm going to sell shares there. And I'm going to sell some at 10. And truthfully, I don't like to talk big, but I'm thinking about selling some at 14,000 a share. And you think, oh, Grandpa's crazy. Well, they think Grandpa's crazy when it's at 280, and I'm telling you it's going to 184 and 180. And what do we got? We got 180.06. And Grandpa's talking about 101. I believe we're going to see 101 this year. the way this thing operates, it could be within a few months. I think we could go down there and back up to 284. I'm predicting 284 within 3 months. Okay. I honestly believe we can go down to 101, bounce off it, and come back to 284 in that whole 3 months. But I'm not saying that's what's going to happen. I don't know. It could go to 284 and then to 101 and then to 10,000. We got a whole year of buying opportunities, so get with the program. Okay, Grandpa Bear quit talking. Gen X. Gen X is a big deal, but it's small in comparison. All of what we have going at Tesla is small in comparison to Optimus. So let's sing our new song. The new song is this. Gen X is coming to town. And then we have, here comes Optimus, here comes Optimus. Hopping down Optimus Trail. See you later. Hey, all good things are from the Lord. And Lord willing, Grandpa will figure out what he forgot to tell you. And seriously, all good things are from the Lord. Remember that. It's a fact. Bye-bye.